bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, they had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has.
He's got it down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Using his feet to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
And some room to work. Past the 40. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense.
Got enough space. And he'll step into the
Nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster. And they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Grant. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Bring in the heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Clemson. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Grant. Scrambling away. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Uncorks one to the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Pulls and fires complete. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run for it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense when you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Making side adjustments here. Try to get it to the edge. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
To throw, it's Grant. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cut them. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
On third down, he drops the throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
LSU trying to convert a fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Yeah, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Back to pass, it's Denson. Dances away to buy time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Working the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Back to pass, it's Grant. Looking to scramble. The sure hands, it's Watkins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floating away. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 21 over Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to get the corner. Can't get him to the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looking for room. It's Davidson. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Clemson! And the route is on.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is snags it on the right. A big play, gets it into play. territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Working that left side now. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. LSU quick to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. Breaks into the open. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. A chunk play for the offense. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
To the air, it's Grant. Still looking, on the move. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big late in the game. You know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating.
Unleashes one deep. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through. But this is pretty much window dressing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
They're up by 10 over Ohio. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Grant. He wants a big play here late. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
And he tacked on the extra point. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And no one can get a handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds on the onside kick attempt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the ready.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Denson. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Tiger! And the beatdown has ensued.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. LSU right back to the line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.